For more than 60 years, Mayflower II has called Plymouth Harbor home, serving as a landmark and destination for an estimated 25 million visitors. Yet the harsh New England climate took its toll, and in 2013, an inspection revealed the need for a major retrofitting to ensure that Plymouth-Patuxent Museum's Mayflower II remained a viable sailing vessel and floating classroom. As a result, Plymouth-Patuxent Museums established a partnership with Mystic Seaport Museum that would provide for a once-in-a-century restoration for Mayflower II, in accordance with the Secretary of the Interior's standards for the preservation of historic ships. Mayflower II's story begins over 6 decades ago. Henry Hornblower, founder of Plymouth-Patuxent Museums, then known as Plymouth Plantation, had always included a reproduction vessel as part of his vision for the museum. In 1951, Plymouth contracted naval architect William A. Baker to research and design plans for a ship the size and type of the original Mayflower. As his research progressed, he published much of his work in a series of magazine articles. At nearly the same time, and unbeknownst to Plymouth, a similar project was developing in England. Warwick Charlton founded Project Mayflower to honor the alliance of friendship forged between the United States and England during World War II. While researching, Charlton's team came across one of Baker's articles. Shocked that a different organization had the same idea and already had plans, Charlton called the Plymouth office, and the partnership was born. Plymouth would provide Baker's research and plans, while Project Mayflower would build and sail the ship to Massachusetts. Built between 1955 and 1957 in Brixham, Devon, Mayflower II set sail from Plymouth, England on April 20th, 1957. On June 13th, 1957, she arrived in her new home port of Plymouth, Massachusetts. A crowd of 25,000 enthusiastic spectators witnessed the historic moment. Now in the 21st century, and tasked with ensuring that this important cultural asset will endure, a new partnership got to work. Under the exceptional leadership of Whit Perry, Director of Maritime Preservation and Operations at Plymouth-Patuxent Museums, a team of maritime artisans worked alongside shipwrights, riggers, caulkers, and painters for 4 years at Mystic Seaport's Henry B. DuPont Preservation Shipyard to preserve this iconic ship for generations to come.
Sure, yeah, it was a very long process, and I know for those living in Plymouth, it probably felt even longer not to have their favorite ship down at the waterfront. But yeah, the project itself sort of kicked off in 2013 with the first out-of-water surveys that found some of the damage. And we knew that it was time, after almost 60 years of sitting in Plymouth Harbor, it was about time for a major restoration. So between about 2014 to 2020, with 2016 to 2020 being the permanent time in the dry dock in Mystic Seaport Museum's Preservation Shipyard, we underwent the full stem-to-stern restoration of Mayflower, where every piece of ballast was taken out of the ship, almost every board taken off, and it really brought the ship back to life in a new way.
Whenever possible, the team endeavored to save and preserve original materials, adhere closely to the original plans for the ship's design and decoration, foster a knowledge exchange between more experienced shipwrights and those new to the craft, and make thoughtful compromises that would allow Mayflower II and her story to sail far into the future. The complex restoration work on Mayflower II faced many challenges. Not insignificant was the difficulty in sourcing specialized materials for a wooden ship in the 21st century. Plymouth-Patuxent sourced wood from a family in Louisiana, as well as wood from Georgia, Cape Cod, and eastern Massachusetts. 130 tons of iron and stone ballast had to be completely removed for inspection of the bilge and hull. Massive timber planks had to be steamed and curved to fit the bow. New materials were blended with the old to make the vessel's rigging stronger, safer, and longer lasting. Miles of rigging stretched out in the historic Plymouth Cordage Company rope walk at Mystic Seaport as artisans followed age-old techniques. Finally, on August 10, 2020, Mayflower II returned to her berth at State Pier in Plymouth Harbor. After more than 3 years and over $11 million later, Mayflower II was home. The project showcased Plymouth Patuxent Museum's insistence to present history in full scale. Upon Mayflower II's listing on the National Register, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker said, "Mayflower II is a key cultural and economic asset to the Commonwealth, drawing thousands of visitors each year to learn about Massachusetts' rich history and role in the founding of our nation. I am pleased to see this vessel recognized on the National Register of Historic Places, ensuring her preservation for generations to come."
Hello, I'm Richard Pickering, Plymouth Patuxent Museum's Deputy Executive Director and Chief Historian. Behind me is Mayflower II, a full-scale reproduction of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to New England in 1620. I am here to express the museum's thanks to Preservation Massachusetts for recognizing us with the Paul and Niki Tsongas Award in Preservation. The opportunity for Plymouth Patuxent Museums and Mystic Seaport Museum to collaborate in the preservation of Mayflower II for generations to come, that was a once-in-a-century opportunity. Plymouth Patuxent Museums is proud to serve as Mayflower II's steward. The ship does not belong just to the museum. It belongs to all of us. It's yours, it's mine, because it's America's ship. And we are grateful to Preservation Massachusetts for recognizing the importance of this maritime preservation project.
And it's stunning. It's just a stunning restoration. So congratulations to all of you for this great work.
Thank you very much.
The Tsongas Award celebrates, the highest achievement in preservation that we give, and it is so wonderful to be able to recognize and celebrate such an iconic and important vessel for the entire country with this award. So from us to you, congratulations to you and the entire team at Plymouth Patuxent Museums for all of your hard work. We know it was a lot of work and a lot of unseen challenges, but you guys have done an amazing job, and we can't wait to actually at the border and see all the work that you've done. So congratulations to you once again.
Thank you very much. We truly appreciate it.
Plymouth Patuxent Museums and Mystic Seaport and their partners have ensured the preservation of Mayflower II for future generations with this incredible restoration. She now holds even more lessons for ensuring that the longevity of our historic and cultural resources endures. Preservation Massachusetts is deeply honored to recognize the restoration of the Mayflower II with a 2021 Paul and Niki Tsongas Award.